My friends, I want you to take for a moment and picture the holy name of Hashem, YKVK, the holiest name, and I want you to, from this name, all the other names get strength. The YKVK, they draw strength from this name. So while we sing this song, I want you to light a candle at home, if it's so your desire. And I want you to sing along with me and picture the holy name of Hashem. Begin with the letter Yud, then the letter Hey, then Vav, and then Hey. And see it before you in its basic form for beginners. And eventually the tzaddikim, they see this name of Hashem in black fire on white fire. This is how the Torah was given on Mount Sinai. The Luchos, the Ten Commandments. Chazal teach us that you saw in the Midrash, you see fire. The letters were on fire, on black fire, on the tablets, in white fire, and they saw it like this. Tzaddikim, the people, the Jewish nation, they saw it like this as Moses brought it down from Har Sinai. And therefore, the letters themselves, I know this as a sofer, the letters themselves, their essence comes from this fire, this light, this spiritual entity. And you can begin by seeing it, maybe not in fire, but try to picture this name before you. The Rebbes, they used to say, Shivisi Hashem, LeNegdi Samid. I have placed Hashem before me always. And they would just say this and this would be enough. But they also, other Rebbes, they would picture this name before them, always. And it would even show them the direction in which they should travel. If they were lost, they would picture the name. The name would show them, would light up in the direction that they should go. It is endless, the benefits of picturing this before you. And this was a basic criteria in the great houses, Beis HaMedrash, of learning by the Talmudists. This was a basic criteria. And today it's not really taught. The rabbis don't really encourage us to do this. And I have to admit that it's important to go to the mikveh, to be pure as much as possible. Like it says in another place, I can't remember where. It's not good not to know where, but if you don't know where you say Chazal, it says that you say it, so you don't take credit for yourself. But it says that you shouldn't force this name, and I believe it's from Reb Chaim Luzzatto, the Ramchal. You should not force the name Shivisi Hashem before you, but rather, if you have trouble picturing it and thinking of it, you should think about fear of Hashem, that you have fears of Hashem, that you stand before HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy Creator, and you shiver, you're afraid. And so you first think about this, and then you think about Avas Hashem, love of the Torah, and the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And when you think about the fear, and then you think about the love, automatically, it'll come to you then, the name, and you'll see it before you. So I believe this is what the Ramchal said, or a sage of almost equivalent nature. And so I teach it to you in its basic form. And I have another video, it's called, I think, Introduction Video, where I actually explain this in more detail about the fire. But I'm asking you why, when we sing this song here in the Idra Rabbah, the holiest place where Torah was revealed, the Kabbalah was revealed here in its greatest form of anywhere in the world. This was the place that the Arizal also came. And please watch a Torah. I have a Torah video on the Idra Rabbah, on the Idra. It explains this place. But here, I just want you to sing with me and picture the holy name, because I know of its benefits. And then there's actually nekudos, the bottom parts of the letter underneath, the vowel points, the sounds. And there's actually different ways to form these vowel points and picture them. We don't say this name, it's usur, it's forbidden to say this name. And the Messianic Jews actually say this name frequently, and they promote it, and you're not allowed to say this, and we don't follow what the Messianic community does, because they are not of understanding from the sages, and we'll go into that another time. But this name has different vowel points and different sound points, and you can picture them, and each different vowel point has a certain effect. But never do this without understanding what those effects are, and I teach this on my website. If you look at my sefer, it's called Hasidic, what is it called? Hasidic Meditation and Kabbalah, something like this. I haven't written in a while, so I forget how I titled it exactly. So let's sing together and picture this name, I and you. And believe me, this is probably one of the most greatest teachings ever online. Just the idea of picturing Hashem's name and now singing. Trying to do an extension from where Rav Aryeh Kaplan, Zecher Tzaddik Livracha, left off.
ay, ay, ay,
I tell you, my dearest friends, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai said in the Talmud that he never walks 4 amos, 4 steps without learning Torah. Rabbi Shua ben Karka said this as well. So, what do they mean by this? Well, we learn from the Arizal that the Yechudim, that the combinations of letters, which we don't do unless we're on a very high level, but the complicated forms of mixing the letters of Hashem's name. But he teaches that the Yechudim are on a higher level than actual Torah study. Which means it could be, in a certain degree, that if you picture Yud K Vav K, and you have proper thoughts thinking about Hashem, it could be that you're fulfilling the mitzvah of Talmud Torah. So great is the names of Hashem, and this one in particular, which there must be thousands and thousands of Torahs just on these combinations of what it means, the letters, the Yud and the Hey is a Daled, and there's so many different secrets within this name itself. Thank you for joining me in the Holy Idr Rabbah. Baruch Hashem, it is wonderful to be here in Israel. And now Hashem has blessed me to have transportation. And I'm able to teach you Torah. And hopefully, as I promised myself that I would take things up another notch. Maybe I was holding back a little bit. I'll take things up another notch when I have the transportation I need in order to give you more films in privacy without pressure of a taxi waiting for me outside and friends doing me a favor to bring me places. So Hashem should help me to have the money to maintain this vehicle and the gas and to bring you Torahs. Torahs from the Holy Tzaddikim, which I don't know why Nebuch. The whole world, they don't know about them. The secrets, the importance of YKVK, and thinking about it and picturing it. And I promise you, you do this, you will reach levels and closeness to Hashem beyond your comprehension. But it's important to always do it in purity, in cleanness, not when there's a bad odor around you or something immodest. And I bless you should come close to Hashem in your life and all the things you do. And Hashem should be before you always. Shivisi Hashem, LeNegdi Samid. All the best, my friends. Ya